my chickadees! Today we're going to be playing a game called Moral Retrograde. The warning was just on the screen, so I'll go back and read that later. Right now, we have an intro! Look at this! Look at this! But this game is called Moral Retrograde, and it's by the same people who did, Wrong Number.
Until I met you, life was so strange. My thoughts rearranged and all my dreams came true here by your side. I don't need to hide as long as we're together, holding on tight and try as they might. Our ties can't be severed now.
Oh, that was cute! That was a really pretty song. Alright, first and foremost, turn the music down a little bit. There we go. My menu. Okay, get out of that. Okay, let's go back. What I was saying was, this is a short game. It's in a demo phase right now, so it is going to be longer later. It's called Moral Retrograde, as you can see. Anyway, that warning screen went a little fast, so let's see. Content warning, hospital setting, infidelity, victim shaming, manipulation. There are plans for the full game to also include abuse, social, emotional, financial, blood, and yandere. So, if any of that bothers you, please click away. I want all my little chickadees to be safe. But for everybody else, this game is by Whitpop, who also made Wrong Number, a game that we started playing on the channel that I'm going to be picking up again and playing through. So I was excited to jump in and check this out. I mean, look at this artwork. This artwork is lovely, and then we had that lovely song of an opening. Aww. Well, let's dive on in and give this little demo a try. Alright, start. Ooh, choose your appearance. We can be a girl or a boy, or actually we could look like this and still be a boy. See, we're a boy. That's pretty. But we're gonna go with this look. Are you happy with your character selection? Yes. Ooh. Alright, turn that up a little bit so you guys can hear this lovely downfall. Downfall of rain. Okay. I always hated the rain. It drowns out the voices of those that call for help and leaves them alone in the cold. Ooh, look at this! It looks so polished! Alone. That's how I ended up again. But for a brief period of time in my life, I had someone. Someone to love. Someone that loved me. And finally, I felt like I wasn't alone. But I took it all for granted. I got used to the comfort of his company, his smile, his voice, his loving gaze. I expected him to prioritize me, to always put me first, just like I did him. But I was wrong. I wasn't a priority. Was I ever a priority? I don't know. I just wanted him to look at me again. So I did something. Something stupid. Something to get his attention back. But it wasn't the right thing to do. Why did I do it? How could I have done something so stupid? When he left, his hate-filled eyes burned a hole so charred that it scorched a terrible scar on my memories. I'll never forget it. Alone. That's how I've ended up again. What did we do? I blow my nose and wipe my tears from my eyes before picking up my phone. Hello? This is us. Our name is Harper. That's actually a really nice name. Evening. This is Allie from St. Daniel's Hospital. Am I speaking to Harper Vince? Yeah. We blink! We blink! You're listed as an emergency contact from Mr. Ian Elms. A lump begins to form in my throat. Ian only stormed off a few hours ago. How could something have already happened to him? Okay, so they got in an argument or something, and Harper's boyfriend Ian stormed off and apparently got hurt. What happened? He was hit by a car. My heart drops. This can't be happening. Why is this happening? No. No. I can't lose him. Not like this. Not after he just broke up with me. You said St. Daniel's Hospital, right? That's right. He's currently here in the emergency ward. I'll be right there. That is like the most terrifying call you can possibly get. That your loved one is in the ER. I end the call and rush towards the hospital on my motorbike, grabbing nothing but my jacket and helmet to shield me from the rain. Every red light, every raindrop on my visor, every annoying driver changing into my lane and slowing down. I won't let the universe stop me. I reach the hospital in record time and haphazardly park beside the entrance. Hey, there is a poster for if I say it out loud, will it like have that warning pop up at the bottom of the video? I think it will. But yeah, there's a pandemic poster. Okay, you can definitely tell this is a new demo, but I appreciate that. Well, you can also tell the timeline. That means that this is taking place sometime after 2020 to now. Bursting through the door, I frantically look for someone to help me. I spot a middle-aged woman staring listlessly at the computer screen behind the front desk. The soles of my drenched boots squeak as I bolt towards her. Ian Elms! She jumps in her seat when I slam both hands on the counter. Her eyebrows become knitted when I shout out my ex-boyfriend's name. Where is Ian Elms? I need to know he's okay. Excuse you? There's no need to be running around Please, it's an emergency. The receptionist clicks her tongue. Look at where you are. Everything's an emergency here. Other patients moan and groan as they were wheeled around the emergency ward. A woman with an eye patch sits quietly in the corner. Next to her is a man with a bleeding arm. I grit my teeth. I don't have time to waste waiting for some nobodies to be taken care of. Whew. Okay, calm your roll there, Harper. They may be nobodies to you, but they're somebodies to somebody. But causing a scene now wouldn't help me get to Ian any faster. Taking a deep breath to calm myself, I sigh as the receptionist rubs the bridge of her nose. Okay, from the top. Calmly this time. You said you're looking for Ian Ames, correct? And he's a patient here. Yes. She begins typing, at what feels like a sloth's pace, on her keyboard. And your connection to Mr. Ames? I hesitate. Boyfriend. I'm gonna need to see some ID. She taps her long fingers on the keyboard as she waits for me to take out my wallet. Hey, here we are. Driver's license. Oh, this takes place in Australia. Lovely. I think that's also where wrong number takes place. We are so pretty. Harper Vince. Whitpop Street. Whitpop is the developer. So I love that. That's cool. Sydney. Date of birth, March 19th. License type, CR. Okay. She picks it up and gives it a once-over, narrowing her eyes at the photo before peering back at me. Your name is Harper Vince. Yes, can I see him now? The receptionist doesn't look too pleased at being rushed. Please? She lets out an unnecessarily loud sigh as she types something onto the computer. He's in room 201. She places my ID back on the counter and I grab it before she can even lift up her fingers. Thank you! I turn to leave, but soon realize I don't know my way around the hospital. Room 201 is located on the second floor. Go up the elevator and it's 3 doors to the right. I bolt towards the lifts, ignoring her faint, sarcastic voice as she fades from my range of hearing. You're welcome. I feel like my heart could burst out of my chest at any moment. The second floor is less hectic than downstairs. The room is eerily quiet, save for the rhythmic beating coming from the monitor. I approached a familiar sleeping body lying on the bed. Oh, he's a cutie! Oh, poor baby. Seeing Ian's bandaged body under the hospital gown sends strings of guilt straight to my heart. It's all my fault he's like this now. If I could take back the last few hours, no, the last few weeks of our lives, then I would. Memories of recent events replay in my head. The yelling, the crying, the hurtful words. I would take them all back. Oh no, I hate you. I would take everything back. So please, God, I'll do anything. Just please let him wake up. I slowly make my way to the window and sit on one of the hard chairs. Staring back, I watch over Ian's unconscious body. I wish I could apologize. Aww. But I have to wait until tomorrow. Right now, in the silent darkness of the air-conditioned room, exhaustion creeps over me. My heavy eyes begin to close as one last thought passes my mind. Hopefully, Ian will forgive me. I know he's in the hospital and it's not a good thing, but he has a heck of a view here. Look at how big this window is. It's gorgeous. Oh, my neck. My body feels stiff upon waking up. Yawning, I stretch both arms over my head before rubbing my neck where my muscle aches. I should have brought a pillow. My groggy eyes shift towards Ian. He's still asleep. Chest rising and falling with even breaths. How long has it been since I last watched him like this? Quietly. Peacefully. My growling stomach cuts through my train of thought. I should eat something. I stand up and get ready to leave for the cafeteria when some muffled moaning grabs my attention. Ooh, Ian's waking up. He stirs, slowly opening his eyes. Ian? I quickly rush to his bedside. Oh, he has red eyes! Oh man, when characters have white hair and red eyes, it's like the perfect combo. His sleepy gaze eventually settles on me. For the first time since last night, I breathe a sigh of relief. Ian! Thank God you're awake! I wait and let him come to, giving him space to wake up. But where am I? I inch my hand closer to his, but I'm reluctant to hold it. You're in the hospital. Hospital? He groggily looks around at his surroundings. Why am I in the hospital? You were in a car accident. He takes a moment for the words to sink in. What? An accident? But I was... Ian frantically tries to sit up, but ends up clutching his chest in pain. He groans in agony, shutting his eyes tightly. Oh man. Yeah, you can see the bandages under his hospital gown. He really got boogered up. Ugh. Ian, you should lie back down. You've been injured. He doesn't heed my words. Like a sudden downpour, a cold sheen of sweat forms on Ian's face. Panic fills his eyes as his shaking fingers grasp at the bed sheets, knuckles turning white. What happened to me? He groans again while hunching forward, clutching his right arm with his left. I reach for his shoulders. Ian, look at me. Let me... But he shoves my hands away, heavy breaths breaking the once peaceful atmosphere of the room. This is more than just his injuries. The sweat, the heavy breathing, the look on his face. He's having a panic attack. It's been a long time since he last had one. I should call for the nurse, but I refuse to leave him. Not again. Is there a nurse call button? Is there a nurse call button? You can just hit that. Or like, just yell out the door. Oh, man, poor buddy. I totally understand. You wake up in a hospital. That is something that can, like, trigger a panic attack. You don't know what happened. You don't know, like, how injured you are. Yeah. You don't know how long you've been asleep. Oh, baby. Oh, his eyes are more like orangish red. Still very good, but look at the cutie. Oh, he has a little like freckle under his eye. Oh, it's so cute. A little mole. I forcefully grab his shoulder, squeezing so hard I hear him wince at first. But I have to help him. He needs me. Let go of me. Look at me. His scared wide eyes finally meet mine. He is still heaving, lips trembling, but this time he doesn't push me away. Focus on breathing, Ian. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. I repeat the words over and over like a mantra. Inhale. Exhale. Ian finally listens to me, doing as he's told. It starts off rough. I can still hear his small grunts as he follows along. Good. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. You're doing good. As he continues to regulate his breathing, his shaking eventually ceases. Oh, that's good that Harper, like, knew what to do to help calm him down, though. Inhale. Exhale. And again. Inhale. Exhale. Good. It takes time, but minutes later his breathing is calmed again. Good, Ian. Good job. I'm so proud of you. He doesn't respond to my words, but his steady breathing lets me know that he'll be fine now. I slowly let go of his shoulders. His pale fingers unfurl, relaxing as he places both hands on his lap. Do you think you'll be okay now? He nods vacantly. Yes. I'm sorry about that. It's okay, Ian. It wouldn't be the first time I witnessed him having a panic attack. However, it's been almost a year since the last one. It's been a while since your last panic attack. I'm just glad we got through it together this time. A while? This time? Yeah. Last time you had one, I couldn't be there for you. Last time? Confusion fills his eyes. He focuses on his hands, trying not to let the panic resurface. I'm sorry, but, who are you? He has amnesia. He has amnesia and he can't remember us. How long have we been together? My stomach drops. What? Am I hearing him right? Have we met before? There's a lump in my throat. Come on, Ian. This isn't the time for jokes. His eyes show no sign of jest or lying. You really don't remember me? Ian shakes his head, his lips pressed into a hard line. I slam my hands down on either side of Ian and lean over the bed, cornering him so his eyes are fixated on me. Only me. Ian, look at me. Don't be playing games now. It's me. Cowering against the hospital bed like a frightened little mouse, Ian's shaky eyes scan me up and down, but with no sign of recognition is given. Sorry, I really don't know who you are. What is the meaning of this? How has he forgotten me? I reluctantly return to my seat, squeezing my right hand with my left, a coping mechanism I acquired at a young age. You're serious? He nods. I'm sorry. No, I shouldn't have scared you like that. My knuckles crack when I squeeze tighter than I realized. This happens often. What do you remember? The last thing I remember is... He lifts his hand to rub his temple, rubbing just above the spot where the bandage is plastered on his face. Oh, right, university. I was getting ready for the first day of university. I just finished packing my bag and then... Then... He holds his head in both hands, straining to recall more. Seems that everything that transpired after that moment has been lost from his memory. Then what happened? He groans. The frustration of not remembering is evident on his face. That's the last thing I can remember. How long has it been since we first met? Back in that very first week of university together. 3 years? 4? Oh my gosh. So he lost 3 to 4 years of memory, including all memories of Harper. Oh crap. Oh crap, that's not good. Whew. All those years. All those memories gone. Every smile, every date, every kiss gone. 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 Gone! All the laughs, all the arguments, all the fights, the screaming, the yelling, the cheating. Cheating? Cheating? Who cheated? Did you cheat? Gone. You really don't remember me, Ian. He shakes his head again, his beautiful ruby eyes staring brightly at me, just like they did the first time we met, all those years ago. Before the neglect, before the arguments, before the cheating, before he broke up with me. Were we the ones cheating, or was he the one cheating? Who are you? No memories here. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. There, we have a memory. Okay, oh no. We can say I'm your boyfriend or I'm your ex. Do we lie or tell the truth? Oh no. We should tell him the truth, but see what happens if we lie. My name's Harper, and I'm your boyfriend. If God has given me a second chance to the end, then I will not squander this opportunity. My boyfriend? Ian blinks slowly, trying to process my words. But we're dating? I smile sweetly, not even trying to hide how hopeful I am that he might believe me. Yes. But the way he raises his eyebrows suggests disbelief. You're lying. I heard him say those words a lot in the past few weeks. I've never dated anyone before. But it's the truth. And I can prove it. Alright. Mention his favorite foods. Mention his family. Mention his dreams and aspirations. Well, would that have changed in 4 years, though? But all this could be gathered by stalking him, too. Your dream is to become a scientist and work for Cancer Research Center. You were basically raised by your grandparents. You loved them, and they loved you. You were especially close to your grandma. But when you were in high school, your grandma was unfortunately diagnosed with cancer and passed away soon after. You wanted to save her, to save people like her. So, against your parents' wishes, you applied for a degree in science and aimed to find a cure for cancer. How do you know all that? Because you told me. You tell me everything, Ian. We're dating. I reach for his hand, grasping it slightly. He stares at the sudden contact, but doesn't withdraw. It feels so good to hold hands like this again. We're really dating? The disbelief he once harbored is now replaced with pure curiosity. Uh-huh. We've been dating for around 3.5 years. 3.5 years? How's that possible? You said the last thing you remember is getting ready to go to uni for the first time, right? He nods. That was nearly 4 years ago. You already graduated last year. Oh no. That would be terrifying, okay? Can you imagine just being told that you just have this huge hunk of memory missing, completely gone? Time has passed and you don't remember any of it. It's just... Fear momentarily fills his face again. When I felt his grip tighten, I reciprocate the gesture, reassuring him that even though his memories are gone, I am still present. I won't let him go again. Never again. Ian, it's okay. Just look at me. Everything is going to be okay. He takes slow and deep breaths, focusing on our hands as he does so. 4 years? Why can't I remember anything? I'm only speculating here, but you might have amnesia from the accident. His grip tightens. The accident? What happened? I can't tell him that he drove off in the rain after breaking up with me. No. I have to think of something else. Something plausible. Something he'll believe. The accident. What happened? You're a terrible driver. I should have stopped you. Oh gosh. Oh no. That's gaslighting right there. Oh no. I should have stopped you. It was my fault. When I saw how heavy the rain was last night, I should have asked you to stay. I should have stopped you from leaving. But I didn't. It's all my fault. I instinctively bite down on my lower lip. The pain causes tears to swell in my eyes. Enough for a single teardrop to run down my cheek. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, we're acting so good. Oh man, Harper, I feel bad. I feel bad for lying to him like this. Wait a minute. Please don't blame yourself. You weren't to know that I would be in an accident. None of this is your fault. I peer up at Ian with wet eyes, a thin smile creeping its way across my lips. You really don't blame me, Ian? No, of course not. If anything, I'm grateful you're here with me now. Even though I've forgotten you, Harper. Even though I've forgotten you, you haven't given up on me yet. My shoulders relax with a sigh of relief. I'm glad Ian will still forgive me as long as I apologize. He's always been the compassionate type. I love that about him. Oh, he's blushing! You seem like a very caring boyfriend. A chuckle escapes my lips. I am. I care a lot about you, Ian. More than you'll ever know. But maybe I'll come to learn how much you care again. I gently brush my thumb against the back of Ian's hand. The warmth I feel lets me know that he enjoys it. He always has, after all. I hope so. Why do we look so smug there? Huh? I'm still struggling to believe that we're dating, though. Why is it so hard to believe? A pause follows. Ian presses his lips, dampening the parched skin. For as long as I can remember, I've been a disappointment. To my parents, my so-called friends, the people I've had crushes on in the past. I've never been good enough for them. Oh, baby. Never smart enough. Never fast enough. Never charming enough. I've already resigned myself to not being enough for anyone. Wait, I know this speech. I heard it 1,000,000 times before. What he says next is, I just can't be the perfect. You don't need to be the perfect Ian. We've done this so many times. I already know what to say. Do you think you have to be perfect to deserve any sort of love in return? But that's not true. I don't give a damn about your family legacy or how much money you make. I love you for you. You're smarter than you give yourself credit for. And your eyes are like two beautiful shimmering gems. How do I know you're bullied because of your eyes? Because I'm your boyfriend. You think you have flaws that make you unlovable? Well, guess what, Ian? I still love you, flaws and all. Let me love you. His ruby eyes glimmer with hope at my well-rehearsed words. They're more enamored than the last time. I see. Thank you, Harper. The corner of his lips curl into a shy smile as he starts to fall back in love with me again. That concludes the end of the current demo. We plan to release the extended demo later this year. Any feedback, critiques, or bug reports would be greatly appreciated. If you're interested in following more of Retrograde's development, please consider following Witpop on Itch.io, Twitter, and Discord. You can also support us by checking out our Patreon and Ko-Fi pages. To be continued. Will he remember? Ah, cool. Alright. I was getting into that. That was good. That was good. Oh my god. Harper. Oh man. Man, Harper's really just like taking advantage of him not remembering and being like, yeah, we didn't break up. We didn't break up. We're still together. I am the perfect boyfriend. I didn't cheat on you. I don't know what you're talking about. No, we're perfect. I get he sees it as a second chance for them to be together, but like, you can kind of see the yandere-ish, like the little hints there. Like it's like, he's mine forever. Oh gosh. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making it. I am going to actually see what happens if we click the other options real quick. Because, you know, we gotta know. Let's see, load. Well, what would have happened if I said you're a terrible driver? It was dark and stormy last night. And you've always been a terrible driver. What? When we first met, you didn't have your license yet. I was the one who taught you how to drive. And to be frank, you were a difficult student. Ian opens his mouth to defend himself, but after realizing that he can't be sure whether or not I was telling the truth, which I actually am in this case, he decides to keep his mouth shut. You lack confidence in your driving, just like in many other areas of your life. Harper! Ian's hand grows cold before he slips it out of my grasp. Fuck. Yeah, you kind of fucked up on that one. Harper! I need to fix this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I was just so angry when I got the phone call. Do you have any idea how I felt hearing you were in an accident? Oh no. No. No, don't do this. Don't do this. This is being. Oh, this is saying our feelings are worth more than what's going on in his thing. Oh, this is definitely an abusive argument right now. No. That you could have been hurt? I wanted to cry. Maybe if I'd done a better job teaching you how to drive, we wouldn't be here right now. Silent cloaks the room. Fiddling with the string of his hospital gown, Ian keeps his eyes down as he thinks to himself. It's not your fault. His voice is so meek I can barely hear him. You weren't to know that I would be in an accident. My shoulders relax with relief. I'm glad to see that Ian will still forgive me as long as I apologize. Okay, and this looks like it is almost going back around to what said before. I reach for his hand again, slowly, carefully. His skin feels cold and lifeless, the only sign of vivacity being the slight twitch of his fingers when they come in contact with mine. Thank you, Ian. I'm so glad you understand. Okay, we've seen this. Oh man, I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, let's see. What happens if we say, I'm your ex? My name's Harper, and I'm your ex. The road that led us down this path. Ian dumping me and rushing out last night. It all started because I lied to him. I won't make the same mistake twice. My ex? Ian slowly blinks, giving himself time to process what I just said. Yeah, we broke up recently. Raising an eyebrow, his thin lip drops into a cautionary frown. It becomes evident that he doesn't believe me. But who can blame him? When you wake up in a hospital to a stranger claiming to be your ex-lover, you're lying. I've heard those words before, but it hurts even more now that I'm actually telling the truth. I've never had a boyfriend before. Okay. I jump to his side and take his hands before he can have another attack. Wait a second. Okay. His palms are cold and clammy. Surprisingly, he doesn't fight me this time. Why do I remember? Okay, we have seen this. Oh no. Would this be the same as before? Would these lead to the same areas? It's my fault. Oh, it said amend this time. I'm sorry, Ian. It's all my fault. Ruby red eyes widen. Ian's hands quickly slip away from mine as he recoils in fear. What do you mean? Sitting back and giving Ian space, I fiddle with my hands in my lap. I take deep breaths as I carefully consider my next words. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have left our unit last night and driven out in the rain. You wouldn't have gotten hurt, and you wouldn't have forgotten all the years we spent together. I don't understand. What did you do? I turn away, eyes downcast, squeezing my right hand with my left. My conscience felt like heavy chains coiled around my body, restricting me, punishing me. I made a mistake. I did something terrible, and I regret how dumb and stupid I was. Ian doesn't say anything. I'm sorry. If only I'd been able to say those words last night. There's a heavy silence that suffocates the room. The bedsheets rustle as Ian grips them again, before relaxing his fingers and preparing his next words. What did you do? I don't want to tell him the whole truth. At least, not yet. I'm sorry. You keep apologizing. 'Cause it's all I can do right now. I don't want to keep regretting my mistake and letting it fester within me. Another brief moment of silence follows. So you'll apologize because you regret what you did, but you won't tell me what you're apologizing for. Aren't you just apologizing for your own selfish satisfaction? I mean, he might have a point there. No, Ian. I catch my tongue. He's doing it again. He takes everything I do and criticizes me. Calls me selfish and makes me want out to be the bad guy. If he wasn't like this to begin with, then I wouldn't have... No. Stop it, Harper. Stop blaming Ian for your actions. We cheated on him. I take a painfully slow, deep breath and exhale. I don't want to fight with him anymore. Not if it's going to lead to him getting hurt like this. I am sorry. I don't know what else to say. Ian's sharp eyes slowly soften, eventually accepting the situation. Fine. I'm not sure what happened, but at least you're willing to admit you did something. That's a start. For him, it's a start. But for me, we're already past the end. We sit in awkward silence, the air heavy between us. When did it become so hard to talk to him? He stares at me blankly, already forgetting my name. Harper. Yes, Harper. I'm still having a hard time believing all this. It's a lot to take in. Can I ask you some questions? Sure. Hopefully I can alleviate some of his concerns. How did we meet? Ooh. We're getting some different things. I think back to almost 4 years ago, a week after uni started. Oh, I thought we were getting a flashback. Oh, we are. This is in our apartment, isn't it? I was looking for a housemate to split the cost of rent, and you were the first to apply. Knock, knock. Oh, look at him. Hello. I'm Ian. We spoke on the phone. Harper, come on in. Oh, that's cute. I like her outfit there. Rice, too. Does it say rice to meet you? You were so nervous. I couldn't understand why until you explained it'd be your first time moving out of home. How do we decide who does what chores? We can take turns or split them evenly. I'm fine with whatever. Oh, right. That makes sense. And, who pays for food and toiletries? Buy your own food. We can split the cost of toilet paper and whatever. Okay. And when is mealtime? Mealtime? Yes. Won't we be eating together? Why would we? I normally eat by myself. Oh, I see. You look so disappointed. Like a sad puppy that got kicked to the ground. I think you probably had this idea that living away from home with a roommate was going to be all fun and games. But at the time, I was just looking for someone to split rent. The first few nights, we cooked and ate our own meals, keeping to ourselves. But that Friday, I had an assignment to submit and skipped lunch. When I finally submitted it, I was too tired to cook dinner. I could smell the food you were cooking, and almost like a moth drawn to a flame, my body wandered on its own into the kitchen. You took one look at me, mentally exhausted and starving, and offered to share your dinner. Even after so many years, I still remember that first meal. One pot pasta with bacon, tomato, and basil. You claimed it was nothing fancy, just something your grandma taught you. But God, it was delicious. After that, we ate dinner together once a week. Once a week turned into twice a week, then 4 times a week, then we start eating breakfast together too. Eating together eventually turned into shopping together. We started commuting to and from university together, even though our classes didn't always line up. We started spending all our time together, and when you weren't around, I was incredibly lonely. When I asked you if we should start dating, you were shocked. You had low self-esteem. No, get back here. Okay, I gotta get a drink. When I asked you if we should start dating, you were shocked. You had such low self-esteem that you tried to convince me not to date you. You even cried when I told you I wanted you to be my boyfriend. Look at us now. Now I'm the one in tears. Feels like a lifetime ago. God, how long have I been talking for? Are you okay? Yeah. Just remembering how things used to be with you. I inhale a slow breath, gathering enough courage to push the next few words off my chest. With the Ian I used to know. Ian sits quietly, letting my words sink in. I've seen enough amnesia movies to know there's a very high chance he won't regain his memories. If that's the case, then the man I lived with, fell in love with, and hurt, he no longer exists. And the person sitting in front of me right now is not my Ian. I'd like to hear more about the Ian you used to know. For you to cry, you must have really loved me. Him. You must have really cared for him. Cared? Loved? No, that's not right. I still love Ian. Sure. I'll happily tell you about the Ian from the past 4 years. His thin lips curve into a soft smile. Oh, okay, that one was so much sweeter. Telling him the truth, that was so much sweeter. Oh. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. So this time we're going on telling him the truth that we're his ex, but we're gonna say you shouldn't be driving. Okay, is it the same thing, just saying he's a terrible driver? What does my driving have to do with anything? Here we go again. We had this argument several times in the past. Maybe now that he's been injured, he'll actually listen to what I have to say. I'm saying this isn't your first car accident. You've been at least 3 since I've known you. Fortunately, they're all minor accidents and you walked away unharmed. But something serious like this was bound to happen eventually. Maybe you're just a terrible teacher. Oh, good one, Ian. I heard that. Look, Ian, you're an anxious driver and hesitate to change lanes even at the best of times. You don't do your head checks properly and have bigger blind spots than a deaf bat. I told you time and time again that you should get yourself a new car. Something with driver assist and built-in cameras. Or let me drive you wherever you need to go. I let out an exasperated sigh before continuing. But you don't listen to me, and this is where it gets you. I gesture wildly to our surroundings with both hands. The sound of the monitor and the hospital staff rushing past the door can be heard faintly. Ian struggles to find the words for his defense. He never was good at standing up for himself. His fists clutched tightly in the bed sheets as he turns to face away. I'm starting to see why we broke up. Yeah. Yeah, I can see. Okay. Okay, this looks like it's the same. Oof. Man, there's so many opportunities to be an asshole. Okay. So this goes the same way. Right, so now we need to lie. Hey, this time we're going to Mention his favorite foods. Your favorite food is melons in particular. That doesn't prove we're dating, though. I guess not. Okay, so I did the best one first. Mention his family. You have a younger sister named Madeline, who you adore and get along with. Unlike your parents, who you always felt were a disappointment to, no matter what you did. That's not entirely true. Okay, so yeah, but that line, I won't let him go never ever again. Okay, and we did both of these already, so alright, I think we actually got all of the options. Ooh, extras. This is a very early version of Moral Retrograde, an Otami/BL visual novel that encourages players to question their own morality and choose between doing what is right for the person you love versus doing what is in your own best interest. Oh, nice. Ta-da! Alright. Looks like we got all the possible endings at the moment. This is a demo. It is still in development. As I said, an extended demo is going to be out later this year, and I guess from there they'll develop it into a full game. Thank you all for watching. As always, I'm going to have a link down below so you guys can go check this out for yourself and give them some support. I'm very intrigued to see how far this goes. Like, will he eventually get the memories back and then know that we've lied to him about stuff? Or will he forever not remember? Just how far is Harper gonna push this? I do like when we told him the truth and we didn't blame him. That was a nice route. That was nice. That was nice and sweet. But, there is so much. There's so many opportunities to be an asshole. No. But the cute stuff goes cute. I don't think that made any sense. So, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!